So I'm going to make a new collection. I'm going to come up here, new collection, and I'm going to name this, I don't even know what, elements, like the background elements, okay? And now I'm going to add a cube. Just going to move that over. I'm going to go into edit mode. And first thing I'm going to do is bevel basically this whole thing. So I'm going to keep it selected, get my bevel, start beveling it, and I'm going to roll this out a little bit around the edges, and that's however far you want to do it. Okay. Then I'm going to get my, do my loop cut. So I'm going to do Control R, and I'm going to scroll so I get two. And I'm just going to click them there in place. Then I'm going to do Control R again, get two there. So you can do the ribbon. Then we want to do is select those two faces. So I'm going to hold down Alt and Shift, clicked right there on that line, Alt and Shift, click right there, and I'm going to extrude those up along normals. Okay. And now I'm going to attempt to do a bow. I did it the other day, but I can't remember. I'm going to go to object mode. I'm going to go ahead and shade that smooth, maybe. And I'm going to go to, you know what, let me see. I'm going to go here to the object data properties, normals, auto smooth. Okay, that's what I'm doing there. Okay, so now we're going to attempt the bow. I'm going to go to add mesh cube. Bring this up here. I'm going to scale it down. Actually, okay, I missed one step, but I'll go back and do it in a second. Make it longer. No. Click on this, the present, go to edit mode. We're going to grab this face here in the middle. We're going to extrude it up for the middle of the bow. Let me just, I'm going to move this out of the way. And move, okay, back over here. Select this face again. I'm going to scale this outward a bit, kind of like that. Okay, and then I believe I'm going to bevel these edges. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to object mode, click on my little bow shape here that I'm going to make, and actually let me scale this a little more. Okay, back to edit mode. So what we're going to do is grab this edge, this top edge here, drag it up. And looks like maybe this needs to be scaled out a little more. Fix it later. I'll have to scale it down. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to grab these edges here, those two edges, get my bevel, and start rolling that. Why is it not rolling everything? Oh, you want to bring it together. And to me, that's not quite how I want it. So I'm going to make this. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to grab my face select first, and I want to scale this, make this broader here. So I want it thinner here and then thicker here. This is not quite the shape I want it. And maybe bring this side down a little bit. Oh, nope. Edge. Okay, so now I'm going to select these two edges, get my bevel, and roll them out. You don't want them to connect. You want to leave a little space there. Okay, so now I'm going to roll, put this down. I'm going to go ahead and scale it a little. Okay, so it looks like this side here is too tall. Bring that down like so. Okay, now I'm going to grab these two faces here, this face and this face. And I'm going to inset the faces. You don't want to do too much where it starts going crazy like that. So maybe about right there. Okay, so I'm going to press these two faces. Oh, not that. And first I'm going to scale this in a little bit more. So with those two faces selected, we're going to right click, loop tools, bridge, and that will cut that out for us there. Okay, so now any kind of editing that you want to do, whoops, with this, you can get your vertex select and move these more. I would just do that with maybe with X-ray so that you can get both points here. I'm going to first, let me go to object mode. And I'm going to shade the smooth for one. Ew. Well, let me shade it smooth. And let me do this object data properties, auto smooth. Okay. And let me go back to edit mode. I'm going to do a loop cut here in the middle. And what am I going to do? I'm going to move this in a little bit here. Okay, let me go back and see what that kind of looks like. Okay, so I'm liking that better. Maybe make it a little wider. Okay, so then what we'll do is go to our modifier panel, add the mirror modifier. First, select the object you want to mirror. Then you gotta, mine is on the y-axis. Yours might be different, so just try some things out. Okay, then I'm gonna duplicate this, Shift D, and right click to set it in place. Then I'm just gonna use my rotate tool, rotate it along the white line. Okay, so now we're gonna click on this, hold Shift D, not hold it, but click Shift D to duplicate, right click to hold it in place, use the blue line. No. Just want to rotate this. Okay, so I'm rotating it this way. This just needs to be mirrored the other way, not that way on the X. Okay. Now I'm going to move it over here. Okay, get that lined up. And that should be it for the gift. Now, once you do this, you can kind of look at the bow, see if it's too big, too little, whatever. I think it's a little big. So I'm going to then what I want to do is rotate this whole GIF. So I'm going to select everything and rotate it so it's kind of facing this way. Definitely want to scale it down so it's way too big. Okay, so now we're going to start on the tree. So to start off, we're going to add a mesh cube. And I'm just going to move this over here on this side. It's kind of out of the way. And I'm going to start transforming this. Something like that for now. Okay, so I'm going to take this into edit mode. And I'm going to use my face select to grab the bottom of this face. And I'm going to use my scale tool. And I'm going to scale that part out. Okay, I think now I need to make it a little bit wider. I'm gonna turn this around. I'm gonna grab this face. And I'm going to inset it. Then I'm going to use my scale. And nope, I want to do this side. Thank you. Kind of make like a square shape there. And then I'm going to extrude. Maybe not that far. Just a little bit. I'm going to add a subdivision surface modifier. And go back and I'm gonna go ahead and shade that smooth. Oops, shade smooth. Go back into edit mode. And I'm going to get my loop cut, Control R, bring this up a little bit here towards the top. And then I'm going to get with that ring selected, I'm going to get my scale tool and I'm going to scale this inward a bit. Then I'm going to grab my edge select, grab this top edge. Oop. Okay, maybe I should do my face select. Let's bring this face in. And I'm going to grab I don't know what I selected here. You know what? I think it'd be better to do this. Grab all these edges. Alt Shift, and I'm going to scale this out again. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. I go back to object mode. I'm gonna bring this down a little, bring it down. I'm gonna hold Shift and D and press Z to duplicate it on the Z axis. And actually, I need to go back and need to extend this a little more. Oh, can I? Let me turn this off for a second. I need these and these. Okay, didn't work. Okay, let me just do these first. Need a bigger hole for them to sit in. Okay. I'll put this back on, subdivision surface. And I'm not liking that. Oh, 3. Back at 3. Back to object mode. Not liking that. Edit mode. Back to object mode. I'm going to Shift D, press C to get that lined up. And then I want to scale this inward to make it smaller. And I feel like it should have centered, but I'm not sure it looks centered. Okay, I'm going to press Shift D again, press Z to line that up. Make this one smaller. Then I want to grab this one, edit mode. And I want to grab this top point. And I'm going to extrude it maybe. I'm not sure if this is what I want. Extrude it up a little bit. Then I want to scale this inward. So it kind of rounds there at the top. Go back to object mode. Kind of see what that looks like there. Now I need to make the bottom like this. What is it? Trunk. So I'm going to add mesh cube. Sorry, cylinder. And let me go ahead and just try to get that all the way in there. Then I can, doesn't need to be terribly long. And I'm going to shade that smooth and go to Object Data Properties, Auto Smooth that. And then once we get like the actual snow globe in there, we can always, I'm probably going to want to change things around. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that for now. I'm going to save my progress. I'm going to start making the base of the snow globe. And first, let me get all this together. I think I'm going to go ahead and join these. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, so I think we need to go to the modifier panel and apply these modifiers. Okay, then we can select them all and join. Present. Oh, I don't like that. Edit mode. Better. I'm not going to join my tree together because I'm going to add some stuff on there. And if I do like snow or something, I might need to still be able to edit that. So I'm just naming each of these like tree 1, tree 2, tree 3. And then tree trunk. Okay, so for the base, I'm going to add a new collection. This one is going to be the actual snow globe. I'm going to add a mesh cube. I'm going to bring it down. And I'm going to go ahead and scale this down and really wide. Oh, not that way. Really wide, but not tall. I'm going to add the subdivision surface. Two or three, I'm not sure yet. I'm leave it on 2 for now. It definitely now needs to be a little thicker. I'm gonna go ahead and shade that smooth. I'm gonna change it to 3. Let me try this auto smooth. That didn't do anything. That's not what I want. Take that into edit mode here. Okay, so I'm gonna make some loop cuts to get this a little bit wider. So I'm gonna do Control R. Bring it up this way at the top. Oh, right about here. Do another one at the bottom. Right about there. Okay, we'll go back to object mode. I'm going to scale this. So we're going to end up doing 2. I think size-wise, that's maybe okay. Maybe a little bit smaller. I think now I need to go back to, where is the subdivision? Change that to 3. Yeah, 3 looks better on mine. Let's see. I'm going to look at the top. So this is going to be the base. So I'm not going to scale it down yet. Okay, so I'm going to bring this one lower. And I'm going to go back to edit mode. Click on the face at the bottom. I'm going to scale this out a little, just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna go do Shift D to duplicate that and press Z on my keyboard to keep that lined up. I'm gonna kind of place that there close to the top and then use my scale that inward. And just kind of get it however you want it. I'm still not liking this. Okay, so I changed my subdivision to 4 because I didn't think it was quite smooth enough. And let's see, maybe scale it in a little more. So again, that part is just kind of how you want it. So right now that's kind of like what our smuggle size would be. I think I'm okay with that. Okay, so now, oh, we need to get these lined up. So I'm just gonna click and drag over these and get that so that they're sitting or touching. Oop, too much. Right. Probably right there, I think. Oh, snowman's not touching. Good. Now I'm going to add a UV sphere. Add UV sphere. Of course, scale that out. Go ahead and right click, shade that smooth. And so you just kind of want to line up the edge there to that of the ball. You know what? I'm thinking this is too small looking at images. And a lot of them have like a base here, so I'm really going to change this up. Sorry. I'm going to move this down. Should be able that size. I'm going to do Shift D. Put this here in the middle. Take that to edit mode. Going to make this larger. Scale it in. And then go back to object mode. Get this one. Actually, okay, let me see. Do I need to scale this out? I'm going to grab all the snowman elements. I'm going to scale him on the white just to make him bigger in relation to the globe. I'm going to turn off the globe so I can see this now. And move this guy up. And turn back the globe. Okay, so I think maybe a tiny bit smaller. Okay. And turn off the globe again. Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this tree out. I'm still going to use the tree, but it's not really going to fit. So I'm going to make it like here, just like in the background, like when we make the animation. Well, let me move this up to eye level. So then I'm just going to have like these trees here on the side, maybe. I'm going to mirror. Try to mirror. Oh, that means I have to join it, but I don't want to join it yet. So eventually I will mirror this to the other side and kind of have like a, go away. I'm going to add a, under elements, I'm going to add a mesh plane. Okay, for a base, you're going to want to spread that out. Okay. And then we want to grab the back. Okay, which way is the back? This is the back. Okay, take this into edit mode. Select the back edge. We're going to extrude it up. If it doesn't go straight, you should be able to press Z to make it straight. And then we want to bevel this edge. Well, first, I don't think it's tall enough. grab this edge, get your bevel, and pull, and then round it out. Okay, and then we want to go back to object mode, select our background, and shade that smooth. Okay, so now we have our little scene set up. You can decide if you want to add anything to your trees. You do not have to add anything to the tree. Okay, if you want to leave it the way it is, go ahead. Later, not right now because I'm ready to kind of move on. I'm going to attempt to add some snow or something on there, make it festive, and we'll see. Okay. I think what I might do is, since I took away that, I might add another present. So I'm going to do Shift D. Okay, I think I'm good with that. So I kind of want to see what that looks like on top again.